that's the brand new Canon EOS 200D, which feels super nice and valuable, even it's a bit too small for bigger hands. What else do you get? You get a full manual mode. You can turn on off the camera and go into the video mode. You can set your own ISO and make all the other adjustments to the shutter speed and the aperture. On this side you have a port to attach an external microphone and to control the camera via a remote. On the lower side is a compartment for the LP17 battery with its 1040 mAh, and next to it is the SD card slot. And of course you can attach any tripod to this camera. Here's an optical viewfinder, and of course what makes this camera so super nice with its size is the Vari-angle LCD screen that allows you to take great video blogs. Dear friends, let's go! The EOS 200D or Rebel SL2 is available for almost 600 euro as a body or a kit version. The price depends on what you want. Canon provides this camera in 3 different colors with a weight of 560 grams. The autofocus system worked super fast and precise using the 3-inch touch display or looking through the viewfinder with its 9 AF points. It's ideal for people starting with SLR photography. You can pick up this camera and feel comfortable right away. At the end of this review there's a small test of the internal microphone of this camera. But before we get there, I have to mention that I really like the focus system of this camera. You can set the focus point with your finger and the tracking worked outstandingly good for such a low budget camera. Using the internal Wi-Fi, NFC and Bluetooth interface lets you control the camera with your phone. A tutorial on how to do this is available on my channel. Good and high quality photos and videos are possible using the correct lens. Many people like to blur out the back or foreground, and that all depends on a proper lens. For those of you who like to shoot video, you'll be able to take fluent clips with a maximum frame rate of 60 frames per second, which is enough for a bit of slow motion. Taking this camera on a next trip is ideal due to its light weight and its enhanced grip, compared to its predecessor, the Canon EOS 100D. The photo quality on this camera is awesome, using the 24.2 megapixel sensor. You can expect to get stunning photos with a lot of details, while using the continuous shooting mode with up to 5 photos a second with a precise autofocus system. It's ideal to take great and sharp photos of your kids during a soccer match. Step beyond your creative horizon and check out Canon's creative filters. They are ideal for HDR, monochrome and other looks without the need for post-processing. The Canon EOS 200D or Rebel SL2 is equipped with an inbuilt time-lapse feature which lets you take stunning time-lapses without the need for post-processing. Go to the video mode, set the number of photos and the interval. After a few moments the camera provides a time-lapse video in Full HD. The only disadvantage is that you cannot choose your own frame rate, but this feature is not available on any Canon camera for the time being. Last but not least, we went to the famous Lobster restaurant in Frankfurt's Wall Street to test out the low-light performance of the Canon EOS 200D. All photos look super good till the maximum ISO of 25,600. If you consider to print some of your photos, I would not go beyond ISO 6400 unless your grandma is using them for her photo album, whereas you can use the maximum ISO setting of your camera. For all food and natural light bloggers who may use their photos for Instagram and Facebook, I'll tell you not to be afraid using a higher ISO setting because your followers are watching your photos on a smartphone screen and not on a 5K iMac display. From my point of view, I don't have anything to criticize on this APS-C sensor camera. It's super light, compact and easy to use. Ideal for beginners, bloggers and for those of you who need a second SLR body. You can use all Canon EF and EFS mount lenses, so are third-party lenses by Sigma and Tamron, whereas the camera lets you take great photos and videos with an outstanding low-light performance for such a small sensor. We enjoyed playing around with the tilt type display. Don't forget to get a proper lens like the 10 to 18mm by Canon for video blogs and a good portrait lens like the 50mm f1.8 STM to blur out the background. Many example photos can be found in the video description below for private use. Thanks to Alissa, Canon Germany and GM-Foto near the Frankfurt airport. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment below and tell me why would you like to have this camera. Many greetings from one of the best cities in Germany, Frankfurt am Main. Tschüss und bis bald! This is now a test of the internal microphone of the Canon EOS 200D.